What's up, guys? Happy New Year. Welcome back to Range Logic. Today, we have the Kel-Tec KSG 12 gauge shotgun. Let's get right into it. All right, guys, so what is the KSG really? Well, the KSG is something the mad scientists over at Kel-Tec decided that we needed. This gun is a little old. It's by no means like a new version or anything like that. They do have a couple variations out there nowadays, but this particular model is a few years old. It was loaned out to me for the purpose of this video, so we got to make sure we take care of it and we don't hurt this gun like it's my gun. So we're gonna keep track of it and make sure it's taken care of nice and good, lubricated, especially in this cold temperature. But anyway, what is this gun? Well, this is, as you can see from the front here, dual mag tubes, one barrel, 14+1 round capacity. And you might have seen there in the intro how I was kind of loading it. I'm gonna kind of go into a little bit greater detail so you guys can see it. This gun is unloaded. We will rack it here. We are unloaded, safety is on. So inside of here, you might see the two little white plastic discs. Those are the bottom of the springs for the mag tubes. So the way you load it, you take the rounds in and you kind of tuck them in and then push them down one at a time, and you have this little diverting lever, and this dictates what mag tube you load off of. So the idea behind this would be you could have one mag tube set up with like double aught buck or slugs, and then the other mag tube maybe with birdshot or something like that, and then you could switch the lever back and forth and cycle to the particular ammunition that you want. So whether that is actually how it gets used, I don't know. It's quite an obnoxious firearm in terms of shape, size, being a Bullpup 12 gauge. It can be prone to short cycling. And what I mean by that, when you go to pull the trigger, because it's a Bullpup, like a traditional shotgun, it's just more natural to cycle it. This, it's so much shorter, so you have the tendency to want to like short cycle it, and you really gotta hit this thing pretty hard. So you'll see in some of the clips, like, you gotta cycle this gun. It takes quite a bit of effort. This right here is your release. It's ambidextrous. This is what releases the pump. And then you have a cross bolt style safety right there, fire, and then safe on that side right there. This particular model has this deflector added in right here. So as you are holding the gun, when you cycle it, that brass will come out, and if you don't have that deflector, it's gonna end up cutting up your wrist, like right there. As you can see on the deflector, it has taken some impacts there. So you can imagine those impacts would be right on my hand right there. So kind of a nice piece of kit there, having that included. It does make the loading kind of challenging, trying to like get in there around it. So let's go ahead and pop some in here. We'll just fill up one mag tube in real time so you guys can see kind of what it's like. It's kind of tricky to get them stacked in there. I'm kind of getting the hang of it after the first couple tubes. And each tube holds 7, obviously, and then you can rack one into the chamber as well and then top back off that particular tube. So let's see here. Yep, that's it. So that's 7. I'm gonna throw my ears on. And then I'm just going to shoot this as fast as I can so you guys can kind of see in real time what that's like. Ready? that's a workout. So you can kind of see, you know, and I don't particularly know what action I am not doing as well, but when you come back, it just kind of, it's like it doesn't want to load sometimes, but you just keep jiggling that and it'll load up, and obviously it shoots. The optic on here, this is the Vortex Strike Fire. Kind of an interesting optic. So this one, you can change the color from red to green, and then obviously your brightness settings. So me, I'm colorblind in red, so I'm able to have this on green, and it makes it a little bit nicer for me. So I do appreciate that. I have seen some of these models out there with suppressors. Just looking at the muzzle up here though, you would obviously have to do kind of something to it. I'm not quite sure what you'd have to do there. So we got some stuff we're gonna shoot, so let's go ahead and get that set up. All right guys, winter cleaning, cleaned out the truck, found some random stuff we can shoot. Got an old laptop here, cell phone, random can of paint, some crushed tomatoes, 2 cans of those, random can of half full white spray paint, pork and beans and tomato sauce, a random can, no idea what's in this, and it looks like we are lucky enough to have 2 cans left of cotton candy Faygo. So I don't know which one we're gonna shoot first. We might try, maybe we'll try and throw one of these cans, see if I can get this up high enough and shoot this. So let's grab the gun and let's get something going. All right, so obviously shooting 12 gauge, what else is there to do other than shoot shit? You know, I mean, you're not really testing accuracy. Yes, we could put it on paper and group the targets, but we're just shooting birdshot. We're not out here, you know, shooting at 100 yards or anything. We're here to have fun. So let's see what we can do. Nailed it, hell yeah. All right, what do we got next? Let's get rid of that other can of cotton candy. Blasted it. Obviously it doesn't really fly anywhere, but it's just cotton candy. All right, we're gonna set up this can. Mystery can, no idea what this is. We're gonna set it up on that wood cross member, and then we'll see what we can do with it. I'll go ahead and move you guys a little bit closer so you guys can see. Maybe we can tell what was inside of the can. You guys let me know in the comments what you see fly out of this can. All right, there you guys go. Good luck. I have, oh, no, I have an idea what's on it, what was in the can, because it's on my camera. I won't ruin it. See if you guys can tell what it is. Let's move on to the next thing. All right, next up, white spray paint. I'm gonna go ahead and get a barrel down there in front of one of these steel targets. They need to be painted, and I don't feel like holding my finger down for that long to paint the target. Let's see if we can make this happen. All right, now don't forget, this is just birdshot. So let's see what it does. That's how you paint a target when it's 20 degrees outside, because fuck holding your finger down. All right, I got a special surprise. We're gonna swap out to a 1 ounce slug, and we're gonna shoot one of those cans of the crushed tomatoes and see if we can get, excuse me, see if we can catch it in the slow-mo on the camera here. I don't have any great slow motion, but we'll see if we can catch it and see what that 1 ounce slug looks like. All right, so before I get you guys set up closer to the crushed tomatoes in slow motion, I wanted to show you this. So this would be kind of how to utilize the settings on the back of this. So on the side here, we have a slug on the mag tube closest to me. So now we switch this lever over. So now we're gonna load off of that slug chamber, and then we cycle the gun. Now we have that slug loaded. The oil I sprayed on this is freezing up, so it's getting pretty cold out. So I'm gonna get you guys moved up there so you guys are nice and close, and let's see what this slug does to those crushed tomatoes. Well, as you can see, 12 gauge slug, 1 ounce slugs are nothing to play around with. So this is actually pretty cool. The can, this is the can that was on the bottom, actually got a dent in the whole bottom of it. I'm assuming from the like hydraulic pressure, hydraulic just referring to being a liquid. I think that's what happened to the top of that can. So the other can completely vaporized. I mean, nothing left. Like earlier in the summer, we shot some of these beans with like 357 and stuff like that. This is not even close. This is this is amazing. So let's stack this back up. And that's pretty cool. Look at the top of the barrel. All the ice shattered on it as well. So yeah, that can was sitting like that, and now that top is dented down. Look at the steel. So I shot off at an angle here because I didn't want to hit the steel with the slug. So that's just spray over there. All right, let's go ahead and reset and put the spray paint can on there and see what that does. Real time, no slow-mo this time. All right, here we go. 1 ounce slug versus a Rust-Oleum can of primer. That is totally gone. You can see the cloud of paint. And then, look at the target. It's like chunky paint and stewed tomatoes. What's up, guys? Hope you guys are enjoying the video as we're shooting some shit. It is super cold out here, so hopefully you guys are in your house, nice and warm, maybe enjoying like a nice bowl of warm soup while you guys are watching this. But I just want to remind you guys, please hit that subscribe button and share this video. Send it over to your friends. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it. And remember, subscriptions are free. 1 ounce slugs are not. All right, let's see if we can get some reception on this old phone here. We got a HTC. Like, how old is that? Let's see if we can make it work again. I don't think it's gonna work. That was pretty sweet, guys. It was a direct hit, blew the whole screen right off of it and launched it up on the hill there. Obviously 12 gauge, even just some birdshot. It's some pretty serious shit. Let's move on. Next object up is an old ass laptop. Let's see what a 1 ounce slug does to it. Well, that was quite the fireball and it knocked it down. Let me grab it, see if it went through it. You guys think a laptop's bulletproof? Well, it's not. It's definitely not. But it's pretty cool. You guys can actually see the impact of the wad right there. And then the clean 1 ounce slug all the way through. So let's go ahead and set it back up there. Give it another shot. We'll flip it around. Oh, there's the battery. We'll just set that up there in case we need to use it for later. Nope. All right, 1 ounce slug, part 2. Those slugs, they mean business. So, yeah, blew right through it, obviously. Weren't expecting anything different. Well, let's go ahead and send some birdshot through this. I bet they all won't go through on the birdshot. I bet we'll be able to stop some of those. Let's see, there we go. Well, maybe not. That flipped that thing end over end. Ooh, there we go. It's open. The back panel, that's actually pretty cool. Uh-oh. Gosh, I hope they warranty this. The actual panel itself did stop the BBs, but it sent the force right into the back of the computer there. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to reply to those work emails. Maybe we should have brought an old laptop I wasn't using. Shit. Well, here we are. End of the video, guys. This is the KSG 12 gauge shotgun. These are my frozen fingertips. And this is my beautifully painted with crushed tomatoes and spray paint range. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. This shotgun is crazy. I mean, it's just unique in every way you look at it. It has some quirks, has some weird stuff with, reloading and cycling that, but nothing that can't be trained away. I think it is an incredible amount of firepower in a very compact package here. And I love it. I think it is awesome. One day I'll probably pick one up for myself, but until then, this is what we have. And I have shit all over my gloves. Don't forget, if you guys think you know what was in that first can that we shot, hit me with a comment and let me know what that was. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully you guys are staying warm, having a good new year, keeping up with all of your New Year's resolutions. My New Year's resolution is to be more consistent with filming, be able to give you guys more stuff to watch, more content at a steadier rate and a higher volume, and I hope you guys enjoyed that. Thank you guys for sticking around. Like the video, hit me the comment, let me know what was in the mystery can, hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you guys on the next one, and have a nice day.